Hello children. Now we will learn the graphic method of measuring dispersion, right? Now graphic method of measuring dispersion, it is known as Lorenz curve. This is a curve which shows you the dispersion of data from the mean, or you can say from the line of equal distribution, and this curve is named after Max O. Lorenz. So this is known as Lorenz curve. Let's see what it is. Lorenz curve, it's a graphic method of studying dispersion. It is named after Max O. Lorenz. He started the concept of Lorenz curve, so this curve is named after his name, that is Lorenz, who used it for the first time to measure distribution of income and wealth. So he is the one who started it for the first time, and initially he measured the distribution of income and wealth, right? It shows the extent of departure between an equal distribution and the actual distribution of a variable. That means it shows the departure of actual distribution from the equal distribution. Equal distribution, that means suppose there are two factories or two firms in which wages of workers are different. Equal distribution, that if equal wages are there, then what should be the distribution, and what is actual distribution? The departure from actual, that departure from equal to actual is known as line of Lorenz curve, right? So shows the extent of departure between an equal distribution and the actual distribution of a variable. What is equal distribution and what is the actual distribution, right? What it should be and what it is, that is stated by the Lorenz curve. Now what are the steps in drawing Lorenz curve? First, both the items and frequencies are made cumulative. You know the term cumulative. So both the items and the frequencies, that means x and f, both are made cumulative, that is added up. Taking grand total as 100, cumulative values are expressed as percentage. So the cumulative total is done, which is taken as 100, and that is expressed in percentage. Cumulative percentage of frequency are represented on O x axis. Earlier you have learned that frequencies we were taking only on O y axis, vertical axis, right? Now in this case frequencies are taken on O x axis. So cumulative percentage of frequencies are represented on O x axis, and cumulative percentage of items are represented on O y axis. The O x axis starts from 100 to 0 and O y from 0 to 100. This you will come to know when you draw the diagram. It will be clear to you. O x axis starts from 100 to 0 in the reverse order, and O y from 0 to 100 as usual. 0 of x axis and 100 of y axis are joined by a line of equal distribution. 0 of x axis and 100 of y axis we join by a line. This line is making a triangle, and this line is known as line of equal distribution. Then after this, points are plotted on graph, and these points are plotted on the basis of data given to you, and the points are plotted on the basis of cumulative percentage, and after plotting the points we join the points by a freehand curve. This is known as Lorenz curve. So the points are plotted on graph and joined by drawing a curve. Nearer the curve to the line of equal distribution, lesser will be dispersion. If the curve is closer to the line of equal distribution, there is less dispersion. If the curve is away from the line of equal distribution, it indicates that there is greater dispersion, right. So these are the steps of drawing the curve. Now let us see how the curve is drawn. Take the example here. Draw a Lorenz curve from the given data. In this data you can see income and number of persons are given. That means in each income group how many persons are there, the data is given here. Now for solution you have to make columns like this. First copy down the income column and do the calculation of cumulative income, and you know how to do the cumulative income. This income data is the same 100, 200, 400, 500, 800, 100, 200, 400, 500, 800. You copy down the same order. Now cumulative income will be this plus this, right? Go on adding up. 100 plus 200 is 300, 300 plus 400 is 700, 700 plus 500 is 1200, 1200 plus 800 is 2000. So find out cumulative income, that is the total of all these. Now next step is cumulative income in percentage. This cumulative income you have got 2000. Now you have to take out the percentage of each category. How to take out the percentage? 100, this will be like 100 divided by the total, that is 2000 into 100, right? This is 100 divided by 2000 into 100. Now this is, this you will cancel, and 20, this will give you 5, right. So 100 upon 2000 into 100 is 5. Now 300 upon 2000 into 100 is 12, 700 upon 2000 into 100 is 35, 12 upon 2000 into 100 is 60, 2000 upon 2000 into 100 is 100. So this way you will get the cumulative percentage, right. Now this is the cumulative percentage of income only. You have calculated the percentage of income only. Second is number of persons. Now copy down the number of persons in the same order, 80, 70, 50, 30 and 20, right. Now calculate the cumulative here again in the same way, right. Now what is the next step, as you have done it here? This is 80 upon 250, this is 250's total, 80 upon 250 into 100, cancel this, then you get 5, this is 2, then this is equal to 160 upon 5, this is equal to 32, right. So 80 upon 250 into 100 is 32, 150 upon 250 into 100 is 60, 200 upon 250 into 100 is 80, 230 upon 250 into 100 is 92, 250 upon 250 into 100 is 100, right. So this way you have got the percentage of persons, cumulative percentage of persons, as well as cumulative percentage of income. Now these two columns are important for you for drawing the graph. Now let us see how we have done it here. This is OY axis, this is OX axis. OY axis starts from 0 till 100, right, because we are taking in percentage, so there is no point of taking it beyond 100. So 0 to 100, and this side will start from 100 to 0, right. On the x axis this is from 100 to 0. This is percentage of income, and frequency, as I told you, percentage of persons, that is shown here. This is frequency, right. So this way two axes are drawn, divide the axes in the same order, then join 100 with 0 by a straight line. This is line of equal distribution. That means any point on this line will show equal distribution. So draw the line like this. Now next step is match this with percentage of persons. That is, take 5 on the income. This is 5, and then 32 on this side. 32 is here, so you'll get 1 point here, right? Then 12 and 60.